Hi everyone and welcome to my place. The last time I was here, I showed you how to transfer by cutting and rubbing to transfer images onto a vase. All the trials and tribulations, all the tips and tricks are on that last video as I showed to share how to create matching Victorian vases for those who are interested in creating designs of the past for your home. And you know what I did discover about the Victorian designs? They are still very much part of a lot of the designs that we still see. Anything that's huge for a big state affair, for church, for weddings, anywhere where you want something grand and lush, it is a take from way back when the Victorians were doing their flowers, of which they loved. And my latest little adventure and quest is to encourage people to start growing flowers in their gardens, because that's how the Victorians got to have the beautiful flowers that they did. So before going on to show you how quick and easy they are to create, these are the flowers that we're going to use. These were the flowers that the Victorians really loved. Camellias and lilies and roses and peonies. Now, into this can, we have a very simple, what I call informal gathering of flowers. And it's the container with the flowers that makes it look informal and just free form is actually pretty much what I want to say. So we're using these same flowers, which I will take out now. I'm just going to plonk those down there because we're not doing informal. We're going to be doing something very, very formal. Now, in looking at the designs, they did use vases like this. I can't believe I spent all that time putting those on. Actually, it wasn't all that time. It was a very pleasurable 2 glasses of wine and a quiet time with myself. I'm calling this therapy. But that's not where I'm going. These vases were so beautiful, not so beautifully ornate that they took away from the flowers, but everything blended and blended together. Now, you'll see that it's got this little narrow opening. It has taken me a long time to work out how those often round or oval designs were achieved. And I have a little tip that is going to make designing into these kind of vases seriously super easy. Give me a minute to put all my flowers out and I am going to share how quickly you can create something of a floral spectacular. Is that what I want to say? Yeah, that's what I want to say. Okay, leave it with me and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, we have some ivy. They loved ivy because it gave beautiful, graceful lines. They also liked lilac, peonies, as I said, roses, lilies, camellia. This is your base and this is fantastic. To start with, we're going to have to do to create and get everything into there. It's very similar to the handheld wedding bouquets that I've shown you how to do. Everything's going to go into our hand and we're just going to have those falling gracefully into our hand. The next to go in are going to be the lilies, because this, and I'm just going to poke that down there. I think that these that we have in the collection, these lilies, have got to be the best thing ever because they're nice and long. So one to there, we'll bring the other one into there so that you've got your height. Now I might have to fiddle with this at the end, but at least I'm getting them in now. Once you get them into your hand, you're going to have to just hold everything quite firmly. And if your stems are all nice and straight, that's going to be your success. A couple of roses. I'm just going to put a rose into there. Bring a rose over to there. I'm not worrying so much about the back because I've still got a bit of back stuff at the back, but these normally went in an entranceway or on either side of a fire mantle. That can go into there, and then with these, I'm just going to pop those in and around like so. And I'm also going to bring one around to the back just because I think it should have one. Now, cable tie is going to be your next thing, but before we do that, I've got a couple of bits of ivy, which I'm just going to put on either side. You could put more if you wanted to, but you also have to remember how wide is the opening of the neck of your vase. So don't put too much in. You can always poke in after. Right, laying this down, getting your cable tie, taking that around, and I hope I've got this on the right way now. This is just going to go, if you've got too many stems, make sure that you get the right size cable tie. There. Pull that quite firmly, and if you need to put another one down the bottom, do that at the same time. Then have a look at what you've achieved here, and then it is just a matter of, because don't forget, I didn't cut that cable tie bit off, that'll be all right. Right, and that just goes into there. I'm not sure how that's looking, but I will be able to fix it. So tall, rounded, jam-packed with flowers. I will have a fiddle to make sure that this looks neater in the end. But that is how they did them, because trust me, they didn't have oasis, they had moss, but you couldn't moss this all up and get the flowers to be in. So that is how they created them, and how easy is that to achieve. Lots and lots of notes that I've added. Do have a read of those, and if you get stuck, just look through the old period paintings of the time to see the flowers that they used, to use those in your designs to really make it sing. Hello and welcome to the Victorian times. I hope you've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed sharing it with you, and I look forward to seeing you again another day.